Good morning, guys. It is Monday morning. It's like 8:30, 8:45 in the morning, and I'm actually getting ready to head out the door. Gotta grab my watch. Because as on pretty much every Monday morning, I've got to go into the office first thing this morning, morning meeting, meet with a few people in person, things like that. That's the way it goes. And unfortunately, my to-do list at work is a little bit longer than it probably should be. I'm in a bit of a cranky mood this morning because I'm starting to realize that the apps that I create for work tend to get just kind of pushed aside. That's not to say it is 100% of the time. That's not to say that it's, on purpose or anything, but there have been quite a few times, especially in the last few months, where an app that I've created has basically been kind of shelved. It's been kind of taken offline entirely because somebody made a change on a whim. Making a few massive sweeping changes and saying, oh wait, your stuff is causing a problem, you should take it offline, when my stuff has not been the problem. To just sort of put it in perspective, basically created an app server. It's been running for about a year at this point. Things have been running pretty smoothly, and then a few months ago I was told I had to stop everything that it was doing because it was hurting the network. It wasn't, by the way, and it was doing an awful lot that it shouldn't have been doing, but it still was not hurting the network in any way. Took it offline, didn't fix the problem. They finally figured out what it was, nothing to do with my app. Still was not able to bring it back online. They made some massive sweeping changes, and then I had to go back after the fact and fix my app to deal with the changes that were made. And then cut to just this last week, some more massive sweeping changes were made so that not only would my app not work, it wouldn't even start. Like the container that it runs inside of would not start up, so there was no network connectivity to it, there was nothing. So I'm getting to deal with the fallout of that. And I know I'm just complaining about work at this point, and I don't mean to. It's a great job, it's a load of great people. There's just not a lot of great communication going on there, and I guess I realize that this is going to impact your stuff, so here's a heads up and here's a warning and whatnot. It's more of a, oh yeah, by the way, my stuff isn't working anymore, why not? It says this, that, and the other, and I think I spent a couple of hours the other day tracking down why it wasn't working, and it was, oh yeah, we just did that and the other. Why didn't you say anything about it? If you're specifically going out and doing that, why would you not tell people? Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and waste all of your time and my time by sitting and complaining about that. Better to be proactive, go into the office, get things fixed. Because my actual top priority stuff has already changed. I've got other stuff I'm supposed to be working on. I have a laundry list of things that have to be done for the first app that I ever wrote when I started working for the company. So I have to go ahead and fix up the things that I'm dealing with as a result of these networking changes. And then very quickly get switched over into another mode, into another app, and start working on that as well. It's going to be a long day. And I've got to get out the door. Well, I won't say that was entirely a waste of a morning. It's about 11:30 and I'm getting ready to head home. I'm gonna stop and get some gas and everything along the way and grab some lunch. I will say that I entirely wasted one of my coworkers' mornings. Went in there, had the morning meeting and everything. Went down to a coworker's office because my development server has not been working. It stopped working on Friday at the very earliest, wouldn't let you log in, and basically it came down to the entire server hard drive filled up for various and sundry reasons we don't need to go into. But he sat there and he fought with it and he tried to clear stuff out and he tried to pull this off and he tried to do that. And at one point I did say, if it's gonna save time, if it'll be easier on you, we can just wipe the machine out. It's a development machine, I can reinstall stuff on it, it's not a big deal. But he went ahead and kept trying at it and kept trying at it, and finally it came down to, I'm not gonna be able to pull all the stuff off of this, I'm not gonna be able to clean it up. I can either restore it from a backup, which is gonna take a lot of time, or I can rebuild it, it's gonna take 15 minutes. I was like, just rebuild it. I mentioned it earlier, totally cool with it. It's gonna take me probably a couple of hours to get the stuff back on it that I need and get all of my code and everything back on it. But I would rather do that and save him a little bit of time than to waste his entire day trying to fight through this one silly little development server. There's bigger fish to fry. So I am gonna go ahead and get some gas. I'm gonna head home and hopefully be able to work on my server, get all the stuff reinstalled on it. So many things looming overhead, so many things to do, and so many videos to make because I've let myself fall 1000% behind at this point. So much to do. Busy day. And skipping past all that boring driving stuff, I am now at home and I cannot say it enough how much I absolutely love the Taco Bell app. Not a sponsor. Trust me, if there's ever any sort of sponsorship on this channel, I would let you guys know. But no, I stopped at Sam's to fill my tank up because I had my little gas light came on. I had to get gas. That was the cheapest place in town. It's like 20 or 30 cents cheaper than any other place, which I'm good with. And while I was there, I was like, wait a minute. I just realized that I installed the Taco Bell app last night. Christina and I were talking about this video that I'd watched about hacking the dollar menu at Taco Bell. And because I had the app installed and I had logged into it, I realized, wait a minute, I've still got a gift card to Taco Bell in there. So $4 later, I have a bag full of food and this is good stuff. Not healthy for me, but good stuff. Look at that happy face. Ellis. Hi there, happy boy. He just woke up from a good nap whenever I picked him up. Oh, we're going with a pretty healthy option tonight. Oops. It's the end of the evening. I didn't film anything else after dinner. I kind of thought I did. Maybe it's on the camera somewhere. Today, Ellis is exactly 10 months old, so I did take a little bit of time when Christina was putting Duncan through the bath earlier. I took a few photos of him, so I may include a couple of them here. Not the best ever or anything. I actually used this camera, the LX100, in my studio lights in my office. I just sat him down in my chair, pushed him back just a little bit, snapped off a couple of pictures. I thought a few of them were kind of cute though. And other than that, I've just been working on editing the sponsored video about these headphones. Super loud Bluetooth headphones, and I've got them wired into the laptop using this lovely braided cable that they came with. Yes, the video about these are going to be sponsored. This video is not though, so this gives you the indication that these are actually some pretty decent little headphones. Although they're, I will admit, a little bit plasticky. They've got good sound quality, and they came with a braided, decently long 3.5mm cable, so good stuff. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up for today, because I am wiped out. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. As a lot of you guys have said, and I probably ought to be listening here more, I probably ought to be focusing more on the main channel stuff than doing these videos, but it's cathartic. It's very nice to be able to just turn this on and blather about my day and what I'm thinking and what's going on with the family. So thank you guys for listening, and we will see you again tomorrow.